A mochi moment from Mark, who writes, I just want to thank you for making GLP-1s affordable. What would have been over $1,000 a month is just $99 a month with Mochi. Money shouldn't be a barrier to healthy weight. 3 months in, and I have smaller jeans and a bigger wallet. You're the best. Thanks, Mark. I'm Myra Ahmed, founder of Mochi Health. To find your Mochi moment, visit joinmochi.com.
Mark is a Mochi member compensated for his story.
Hello, podcast world. It is 9/11/2020, September 11, 2020 at 1:10 a.m. And first, I'm going to start off by talking about Labor Day and what it entails. Like, hopefully you had a good Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you had a good Labor Day. Hopefully you had no labor. Hopefully you didn't go into labor. And hopefully you didn't create any babies. That's all I'm saying. So with all that being said, here it is. Another national monument of a day, 9/11. Where were you on 9/11 is the question that they used to ask. Where were you when the towers fell? Today, my brother came into town. We went to Dallas to pick him up from the airport, Love Field Airport, and it was cool. It was cool, you know. I'm glad for safe travel and everything, and you know, now I'm sitting here reflecting on the fact that, hey, look at what happened. The other day, I was watching the 7500 flight 7500 and how things were at that time and how they managed to come in the cockpit behind the stewardess and basically had a box cutter and poked up the captain. I'm talking about a dude came in and just poked him in the stomach several times, you know, and the captain was just like, you know, shell shocked, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that box cutter was like making him bleed out. So the co-pilot or whatever, he's seeing what's going on, and he's like closing the door on the other guy, you know, manages to get the door closed, and then it's just him and the guy poking up the captain. I mean, he was poking him up. And with all that being the case, you know, I was just like, man, I can't believe that in any scenario this was happening back then, or that this had happened. I don't know what to say. Like, how? When I know that they have some kind of flight marshals on there, you know, they have the air marshals on there, and they have guns. They're the only ones on there that really have guns. So, and there's generally like 2 on a flight, you know. Right now it might just be 1 because of the numbers, but I'm saying, like, there's generally 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and then in larger planes or whatever, it's like 1, 2, 3, you know. And it makes me think about Harold and Kumar escape Guantanamo Bay and how they were trying to go to Amsterdam so they could find Harold's neighbor girlfriend, you know, the girl that he was so much in love with. And at the end of White Castle, they end up kissing on the elevator in the hallway or whatever. And he's like, oh, I've been thinking about you every time I see you, all that. So I'm just saying, I don't understand how they got on the plane with box cutters, you know. Like, even then, there was pretty, because I had flew before 9/11, and before 9/11, it was a little bit more lax as far as getting on the plane, but they still did a thorough job of searching you, you know. Like, nowadays, dealing with the airport, you basically have to come through naked. Like, you taking your shoes off, you taking your hoodie off, you taking your belt off, you taking all metal things, objects out. Like, where, you know, at the end of the day, then they making you throw away cologne and shampoo unless they're in a Ziploc bag. And unfortunately, like, when that happened to me, they were searching my bag and I forgot I had this cologne, and somebody Someone I was with was like, man, I got a Ziploc bag. Boom, saved me like $50 on some cologne. It was that P Diddy's Unforgivable or whatever, Unforgiven or whatever it's called. It was really good smelling cologne, and I was happy to have kept it and then it was like the oil. So, oh man, it wasn't gonna be easily replaced, and I had just got it, so it was full, like really full, and yeah, those are the things that you have to think about. Then nowadays it's like more and more technology. Laptops and tablets and cell phones or whatever. All these things are coming onto the plane nowadays, so they have a whole protocol to search those or whatever to make sure there's nothing dangerous, no hidden weapons or anything, no concealed weapons. So I don't know how they got the box cutters. I don't know how that all worked out. But see, that flight was coming out of Belgium, Germany, so it's different when it was. I just don't understand how it all went down all those years ago. We're coming up on the 20th year. Like next year, this time next year, it'll be 20 years since 2000 and the 9/11 attack happened. So I still feel like some people out there, conspiracy theorists, and feel like the government had a hand in that. So I will still, I salute you if you think that, because I think the same thing. I feel like, just like this whole coronavirus thing, I feel like it's manufactured, it's population control, and I really feel that it's targeted, like for some of the people who have died, I feel like they're targeted. Like there's something about their genetic, they're like a genetic marker. And don't think I'm crazy about this, because I was watching Blacklist and that was a thing. Blacklist, and I saw it, I think, on an episode of Scorpion, So I don't know if you've ever watched that show, but it's a really good show. It's about a team of geniuses or whatever. But anyway, genetic markers, genomonomes, or whatever you want to call it, in your genetics, that it targeted them, and it basically, whoever came in contact with it kills them. Like it made it like they had a heart attack or pneumonia, or they started bleeding out, or I can't remember all the side effects or whatever. Just know that if it was made for you to die, that virus or whatever, that's pretty much what ended up happening. And I feel like it goes back, all this genocide, mass genocide or whatever, is the equivalent of Thanos snapping his fingers. It's the equivalent of that. It's like saying, it's like a lottery. It's like saying, well, if you die from it, you die from it. You're supposed to die from it. And that's what the government, your Trumps, your Illuminatis, your whoever is out there, making these big decisions, just like situations like hurricanes, I feel like the hurricanes come every time Republicans are in office. I don't know. So, well, look that up. I can't say that hurricanes didn't happen during the Democratic offices or whatever, but it just seems like natural disasters or pandemics or major events or whatever have taken place during the time frame which the Republicans are in office, and I feel like they just don't care. I feel like they don't care because I feel like the whole Senate office doesn't care. I feel like they don't care because why? Like, what's so tough about passing some of these bills? Like, what's wrong with passing some of these stimulus bills? Can we get You say you want to help America. You say that you want to help the economy. But at the end of the day, you are the one who's holding back the economy. You are the one that's holding back the stimulus bill. You are the reason why a lot of people who are in need right now of some extra cash, some extra money that they probably would have been able to make had this whole pandemic not come upon us. So just something to think about. Times have changed. Are you here to help your fellow man? I can't tell. But yes, it's been a great week so far. You can't really predict the future, but if you can, let me know how you're doing it. I need your crystal ball. And if you got a money tree, pick some money for me. That's all I'm saying. Times are getting harder and harder, and there's definitely money to be made. There's definitely things to learn. Just stay safe. Stay away from COVID. Stay away from coronavirus. Stay healthy, my friends. So that's all I can ask. I appreciate every time that y'all listen to my podcast. I appreciate every time you tune in and listen to me. I appreciate that. I appreciate every time that you sit back and listen all the way through to anything that I've recorded, maybe YouTube, Twitch, what else am I? TikTok. You go check out my TikTok, and all of that information will be in the description down below. And if you're going to my YouTube page or any page, Facebook, whatever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, send me a message, comment, all of that. Like, I will talk about whatever it is that you want to hear about at the end of the day. We're talking about the Senate, talking about COVID, talking about 9/11, talking about conspiracies, talking about anything that you want to hear. Because every day is a new day. And I hope that you feel the same way. So, appreciate y'all for tuning in. And thank you again for everything that you have going on and everything that you have to do. And like I say, if you play Call of Duty or Tekken 6 on PlayStation 3, let me know. Like I say, I'm trying to do the gamer streaming thing too. So let me know. Appreciate it. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this. And stay tuned for the next video.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.